Hey guys, I'm Candy and welcome to another episode of Nyammings. On today's episode, we'll be featuring Shalane Lee-Chin and we're here at her beautiful home in Stony Hill, St. Andrew, which is filled with lush vegetation and plenty fruit trees in the backyard, which already has me salivating and we haven't even started cooking yet. Now, fun fact, we already featured Shalane's mother and her father on the show back in season 5, but sadly Shalane's father passed away from a heart attack back in 2014, and today on this exact day marks 5 years since his passing. That has motivated the family to cook a little differently and to also eat a little differently, and I can't wait to find out what they'll be cooking for us. Shalane will have her mother and her daughter with us in the kitchen today, and I know it's going to be exciting, so I can't wait to find out what they'll be cooking. Stay with us. So we're here with the family, 3 generations of Lees and a Lee-Chin, and we need to know, the first thing we need to know is, what are you going to be making for us today?
Well, Candy, to start off, we wanted to make barbecue jerk cauliflower with fried plantains, all natural, and then Mommy, what is that grape juice you're making again? Cherry, passion, pineapple.
Star fruit.
Oh, star fruit.
And what you have just mentioned, cherries, and it's all from Apple Valley Park.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
So what will you be making?
I'm gonna make ham and cheese sandwich with my cheese poppers, and I'm gonna make another one with the barbecue cauliflower with the cheese.
You can make all of that? Tell me how your dad's passing influenced the way that you cook.
Well, Dad was really a meat lover, you know. So after Dad's passing, we decided to take on a more vegetarian diet, not really strictly vegan, but more vegetarian.
Now, my whole thing when you're making these vegetables, it looks good from the outside. It almost looks like it could be chicken or a chicken wing. And then when I bite into it, it's still vegetables. Does it really have that very kind of cauliflowery taste?
No, this cauliflower, it would mimic like a Barbie fried chicken.
Right. Okay,
right,
good.
and it have that nice rich barbecue sauce. So it's not like it tastes in the cauliflower. It's really flavorful. And then the cauliflower is just something that's packed with a lot of vitamins. So you're getting all of that richness from it.
Now, your husband's passing in 2014. We heard it was very sudden. How did it affect you?
Candy, it affect the entire family.
Of course.
As for me, it has been 46 years that we were together.
Okay.
You know, as you can imagine, she's even a little emotional now. Yeah. Today was actually the day that he had passed off, and then just the way that he went suddenly, you know. But he's an angel. To be honest with you, Candy, I feel him more now, more than ever, and that's why we just want to make his name proud and just carry on the greatness from there on.
So when I asked Mrs. Lee about her husband, you could tell that she's still very emotional about it, and that it has brought the family closer. They were close before, but the passing of Mr. Lee has made them form an even stronger bond.
Passing has let the entire family more health conscious, and also to reach out to others to let them know how important it is to exercise, to eat healthy, to be joyful, to love, and to just enjoy life.
Of course.
Yes.
Now, Isabel, I heard that you played the piano. Yeah. Will you be playing for us today?
Yes.
What song can you play?
I'm gonna play Mama Jumbo.
So I think it's time we get in the kitchen, right?
Yes.
Now, Mrs. Lee, you're going to be making for us a natural juice, which I'm very excited to taste. I'm seeing ginger, I'm seeing star fruit, cherries, pineapple, and I know she makes it for you quite often. What are we looking to get out of this juice?
Well, Candy, you know that naturally fruits are packed with antioxidants and vitamin C. I mean, right now I feel like that we're eating the rainbow, you know, with this natural juice. But especially flu season, top up on the ginger, and this juice will, of course, strengthen your immune system.
All right, so Mrs. Lee, step one, we're going to be cutting up the star fruit.
Yes. Next, the pineapple.
Right.
Organic. Very sweet in taste.
And this is a sugar loaf.
Yes.
Sugar loaf.
Pine.
Right.
We're just going to add the pineapples to the blender right now, Candy.
There we go.
And you just add the cherries like that.
And then we're just blending everything together.
Yes.
So what about the ginger?
The ginger will be coming
After. Okay.
I do that all
Right.
by
So you blend
itself,
everything first and
Yes.
then you add the ginger.
Yes.
All right, so what's next now?
Here, I pour the cherry juice. What happened, I had those cherries, I didn't want them to waste.
Right.
So I blend.
Juice those already.
Yes.
Okay. All right, great. So blending time.
Yes.
Well, Candy, as you notice, this is my only role in the juice making.
Putting it on the base.
Putting it on the base.
So we're blending. So now we're finished blending. We're about to start straining the juice. Of course, I'm seeing that it's at the consistency that you would like. So we're about to strain. Well, this is looking very refreshing.
It is.
Yeah.
And next is our ginger.
You mentioned that you guys use ginger in your cooking and that it may be a part of your Asian heritage why you use it so much. How much has that influenced your cooking?
Well, Candy, in all Asian meals, they start with ginger and garlic first in the oil.
So how do you know when it's all done? Is there a particular consistency you're looking for with the ginger juice?
Yeah, we are looking for the smoothness of it.
Okay.
Yes.
So we'll go ahead and we'll pour this in now.
Right, yes.
And this is what you keep back to reuse.
Yes.
So Mrs. Lee has just finished her natural juice, which she made with star fruit and cherries and pineapple. And I know I had said that I wanted a little bit of sugar in there, but if you don't mind, can I just taste it without the sugar?
Yes.
And it's
Go
very
ahead, Candy.
looks very
Are you
interesting.
sure you want to do this,
No, I'm
Candy?
sure I want to do this. Just a little, just a little.
Just that toopsy toops.
All right. Okay. So the ginger stand up in it.
Oh my God, I can imagine.
But you can taste the natural sweetness of the pine and the star fruit. You can taste
Cherries,
it.
yes.
Yeah, but the ginger is very strong in it.
That's
So I wouldn't
where
mind
the
a
sugar would
little bit of
tag.
sugar.
Yeah,
I
so-
wouldn't mind a little bit of sugar to just offset, you know, how powerful the ginger is.
Let's do it.
But this you can taste that this is healing.
Well,
Healing power,
Healing
right?
as you taste it,
At
you know. Not getting sick today at all.
Mom, how much sugar to add?
3 spoons is good.
3.
Yes.
So Moms has finished making her fruit drink and I'm excited to find out if it will still have that kind of gingery taste now that we've added the sugar to ours, but she has chosen to have hers quite natural without the sugar. We've added a little ice obviously so it can be more refreshing, and let's go, ready to taste.
Cheers to the weekend.
Yes. Cheers.
Oh man, I was
Okay.
so thirsty.
This is good. This is so
It's so
refreshing.
good.
It tastes very light and it doesn't have that overpowering ginger taste anymore. I actually quite like it.
Go, mommy, go.
Yeah, this is delicious actually. So when we come back, we're going to stay in the kitchen with Shalane as she makes Barbie fried cauliflower. Stay with us, Nyammings soon come back. Welcome back to Nyammings. We're still here in Stony Hill with the talented and very vivacious Shalane. Of course, Mommy gone good with our juice. It tasted excellent and she's about to show us her version of Barbie fried cauliflower. It's like I want to say chicken, but it's cauliflower that we'll be doing, right?
Yes, Candy.
I see the cauliflower, I see plantain, I see what smells like barbecue sauce, I see some flour. Tell us what we're doing with everything.
Well, Candy, before we get in there, let us start by making our breadcrumbs for our cauliflower,
Okay.
barbecue cauliflower. And we start with our Flavor Fresh bread.
This is your brand, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so this you have made this bread from scratch.
Yes.
We don't have to make it from scratch, but you've made it from scratch.
Right.
Okay, so 5 slices in a food processor.
That's it. And we're just going to start by grinding the dough. And it depends on the texture you like your breadcrumbs. But it's as simple as that. Well, Candy, we're about to put this in the oven, and it's low temperature, 150 degrees Celsius is now what it's at.
Okay, so we're gonna bake the breadcrumbs.
Definitely.
Okay. And this is what we're gonna use on what? Coat?
Or chicken.
Or
oh my God, I'm even saying chicken too, but it's cauliflower. Right. So this is what because we're treating it just like a chicken.
Right, exactly.
Right. So you know, breadcrumbs always make your fried chicken.
Right, of course.
So yeah.
So 5 minutes on 150.
Right.
Okay. The bread is now finished, and I noticed that we're moving on to the plantain. You're using green plantain and not ripe plantain. Why is that?
Well, Candy, green plantain, you know, give you that chips effect.
Of course. Okay.
Right. So
much
that's
crisper.
Right, and the kids love that.
Right.
So that's exactly why we're doing that today. And it's simple. All you do, just cut it in two, right? And you put that into the food processor on the slice blade, and that's it.
Okay, and it just slices the plantain
right
for you.
Right, that's why I'm putting it this way to get those nice long slices.
Yeah.
Right after that, we're going to come over this side and start frying them. 5 minutes in the deep fryer at 320 degrees.
Okay. Now, if you don't have a deep fryer at home, what is the other way to cook these plantains?
Candy, this can simply be done in a pot.
Right.
Right.
So you just fill it up with oil?
Right. One of those deep pots that have a good amount of oil.
Right.
Just like that.
All right, so we're gonna be dealing with the cauliflower now. You can start to, you're gonna bread it, right?
Right, and mimic the Barbie fried chicken.
Right.
Normally, it would be beaten eggs right
eggs, that's what you use when you're frying, yeah.
Right, but just an egg replacement, we're just going to do 3/4 cups of flour with 1 cup of water.
Okay, and that is to make the bread stick.
That is to make the breadcrumb stick on the cauliflower. We're going to add a little salt.
Okay, good.
And a little black pepper. And Candy, just for little Jamaican flavor, I have some dried jerk powder right here. So just going to add a little. It's not really peppery, but just for that little Jamaican
So this is like a pre-made
twist.
jerk seasoning that has everything. It encompasses all the ingredients that I would need, right?
Oh yes, the onion, the scallion, the ginger, garlic, everything dried and in that seasoning. And, and I mean, you can get this everywhere,
of course,
basically.
Yeah.
You know, just a little seasoning just to make.
And this is for the batter, and we're gonna coat our cauliflower next.
Right, so we just want a slightly thick batter, that sort of consistency right there.
Right.
And I'm just trying to quickly mix out all those lumps. And that's it, Candy. We're just going to add our cauliflower. There we go.
So everything is in.
Everything,
we mix it around
one big mix.
Make sure everything is coated,
Oops,
right?
where is he going?
Is there any other vegetable we can do this with? Can we do this with broccoli? I know it's in the same family.
It is. You can do it with broccoli, but it's just that cauliflower kind of have a more bland taste initially. So it takes on to the seasonings much better
than
the broccoli. But the broccoli is fine, you know, and then the cauliflower is a little stiffer on the top.
Right.
So man, it just gives a chicken vibe, you know?
It doesn't give a chicken vibe though. Does it really? It doesn't
well, let's
really
see,
give a chicken
let's
vibe.
see.
I'll be the judge of that.
Yes. Simple as that. Now we're going to just dip them into those breadcrumbs.
So we're just coating them lightly
right,
with the breadcrumbs.
And then that flour mixture makes it all sticky.
Right.
Right? Egg will do a good job though. Egg will do a better job.
A better job.
Right.
And then we're putting these on this pan to bake.
Yes. And Candy, can you just assist me with palming that pan
No
while
problem.
we get these cauliflower
Of course.
pan ready also.
Is that good, chef?
Oh my God, that's amazing. So here we are.
And we put on the cauliflower. So does it matter whether or not the stems have a lot of breadcrumbs? Because I'm noticing where the tops have more than the stems.
I don't think it matters. I think that the top just really soak up that breadcrumbs much better. Right? So
I agree.
yeah. Because you're going to just hold
it and bite like a chicken wing.
Like a chicken wing. Ah, you got it, girl. And then afterwards, we put the barbecue sauce. Then that deep fry magic. See, we're at the final step. Our cauliflowers are baked. And now the last thing is to just dip them into this barbecue sauce individually and into our fryer for 5 minutes.
Now we're here with Izzy, who is playing us a beautiful song on her keyboard. Izzy, what's the name of this one?
Mumbo Jumbo.
Mumbo Jumbo. Now she's been blessed with both the musical and the cooking gene. Speaking of cooking, our meal is almost at completion. The cauliflower is finished, it's baked, it's fried, and we're almost ready to eat. Now, some of you may know someone who has suffered from a heart attack, as it's one of the leading causes of death around the world. But what you really know about heart attack? Take a look at our feature. A heart attack is one of the leading causes of death around the world. It occurs when the flow of blood to the heart is blocked. This blockage is most often a buildup of fat, cholesterol, and other substances which form a plaque in the arteries that feed the heart with oxygenated blood. Some heart attacks strike suddenly, but many people have warning signs and symptoms hours, days, or even weeks in advance. The earliest warning may be the recurrent chest pain or pressure known as angina that's triggered by exertion and relieved by rest. Some additional signs of a heart attack are chest discomfort, pain in the arm or below the breastbone, indigestion or a choking feeling that feels like heartburn, sweating, dizziness, shortness of breath, and a rapid or irregular heartbeat. The quicker someone is treated for having a heart attack, the greater the chances are of success. These days, most heart attacks can be dealt with effectively. However, it is crucial to remember that a person's survival depends largely on how quickly they can get to the hospital. Good news is that controlling risk factors for a heart attack can reduce a person's risk for a heart attack and stroke. Stick to a diet that's free of or very low in trans fats, saturated fats, salt, and sugar, and one that's rich with fresh fruits, vegetables, and whole grains and nuts. Exercise at a moderate intensity. At least 30 minutes a day for 3 to 5 days a week is recommended. Quit smoking. Limit or avoid stress as best as you can. Spend more time around those who bring you comfort and get enough sleep, and if needs be, work with your doctor and nutritionist to manage your blood pressure, weight, cholesterol, and blood sugar levels. Now our food is almost ready to be eaten. I'm excited to eat the food. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Nyammings soon come back. Take it away, Izzy. Welcome back to Nyammings. Today we're in Stony Hill, St. Andrew with Shalane and family. So now we finally have Izzy in the kitchen with us now. Izzy, tell me what you're going to be making.
So I have Izzy cheese poppers. This is one half and this is it together. So I'm going to make it using the barbecue cauliflower.
So before you start, Izzy, Mommy, Shalane, I just wanted to explain a little. How did you come up with this recipe or the idea to even have her do these poppers?
Well, Candid, that was her idea. Isabel wanted a way to share with friends.
Right.
So she always thought that my big cheese bread from Flavor Fresh was too big. And she actually asked my staff members to do these poppers, which I noticed everyone was gravitating towards. Hence, I said, let's do it. When we're at Wendy's one day, she asked me, like the Wendy's, can my face be on a logo? And that's when everything came to life.
And it was her idea to put the cauliflower in the sandwich as well?
Well, it's just a way to use leftover cauliflower, if you have leftover cauliflower. And it's so nice and healthy, so you can always put this in the lunch boxes. And I know she's a fan of this, so
of course. I
said, why not do it today, Izzy? You do it all by yourself. So she had this idea of making these cheese poppers as a way to share with her friends effectively.
All right, so Izzy, it's your time now. Tell us what we're going to do, how we're going to make these.
Now I'm going to grill the cheese popper. Now the bread is finished and I'm going to take it out of the grill. Now I'm going to put in the cauliflower. Now it's all done and now we can eat it.
Now guys, this is a meal that I am eager to try. We had a wonderful day preparing this meal. It's a much healthier option to, let us say, fried chicken and fries. It's cauliflower, Barbie fried cauliflower and plantain chips. And I guess this is just a moment of truth, right? I should just dig right in.
Yes. And the drinks.
Oh yes, and of course, who can forget our drinks? We have a dipping sauce here that she has also prepared. Just a little ranch dressing,
just a little
right?
ranch dressing to go with it.
Let's go. All right. Well, I'll tell you the first thing. It doesn't taste like cauliflower.
Yes, I told you, Candy.
Which is exactly what I want it to taste. With it, if it's gonna have that very cauliflowery vegetable kind of taste, and it doesn't. You can't tell that it's cauliflower at all. In fact, you can't even tell this is a vegetable. It's very savory, it's very tender, it's very smooth. I like it. It has that, you still tasting the jerk seasoning in there too, so it has a slightly spicy kind of taste. I'm enjoying this meal, but I want to know from your perspective, what were you looking to get from this meal?
Well, Candy, just like you, an alternative to the meat, but as tasty, because sometimes vegan foods can be so bland.
Yes, absolutely.
Right? So I'm just glad you enjoy, and just something like this that I know Isabel for Sunday would enjoy.
Yes.
So that's it.
Okay, and Moms, how are you feeling?
Was it good?
How would you grade her work, her cooking?
Yes, please grade it, Mom.
Did you get an A?
Yes.
So we have the stamp of approval from Mommy as well. So I'm just gonna taste the juice to see how it pairs with the meal. This is still one of the most delicious juices I've ever had. It goes down very, very well, and the ginger is not as strong, and it goes with the meal. It really goes with the meal. So I'm excited to put everything together. This is fantastic.
Candy, thank you so much. I really wanted to try an approach where we could have the comfort element, that nice barbecue, that sweet flavor, but then this protein-packed cauliflower filled with vitamins and everything. I find that eating more of a vegetarian diet, it's really pushed my energy. Daddy had just passed from basically, deteriorating an organ because of food. Am I going to let that happen to me in my young stage? Would my father want to see that happen?
So we're closing off today. We had a lovely day together, but I couldn't end the day without trying Izzy's cheesy popper cauliflower sandwich. So let's take a bite together, Izzy. I would describe this as fun. Yeah, it tastes really good, right? And the cheese makes a difference with the cauliflower as well. And again, it tastes like chicken. It really does. So you guys did a good job where that is concerned. I want to thank the Lee family for having us here today. It was a wonderful day together.
Thank you so much for coming, Candy.
And until next time, guys, make your health your wealth. This is Candy signing out.